Okay, when I'm looking for a new shoe, it needs to tick a few boxes. I'll check its weight, I'll take a look at the lug depth, and it needs to be comfortable too. Will the New Balance FuelCell SuperComp Trail tick all of those boxes? Let's find out. Hi everybody, my name is Gary Thwaites from the Tea and Trails podcast, and today I'll be looking at the New Balance FuelCell SuperComp Trail, which is a super shoe for the trails. Yeah, I know super shoes divide opinion, especially on the trails. But for me, oh my goodness me, I love a carbon plated shoe. New Balance did send me these to test, thanks New Balance, but they are not paying me, and more importantly, they did not check this video before I uploaded it to YouTube. Also, this is my opinion. You know, hopefully you agree, but you might not, and that is 100% fine. These will set you back £200 or $200 over at New Balance, and if you're UK based, you could pop over to sportshoes.com and save yourself 10% if you are a Patreon member. However, if you've got tiny feet like me, then back to New Balance you go, my friends, because sports shoes unfortunately don't usually go smaller than a UK 7. On the scales, my UK 6.5 weighs in at an impressive 228 grams per shoe. Our good friends at Precision Fuel and Hydration have a 15% off discount code for first time users. So if you like to crush your fuel and hydration, then watch to the end of the video and I'll share a discount code just for you. Let's get into it. I'm going to go from the ground up, starting at the outsole, and it is made from the Vibram Mega Grip, and it utilizes the light base which offers decent grip while saving weight. And yes, these little lugs won't do much in muddy conditions, and some fell races I probably wouldn't wear these for a fell race. But I can't find any official information regarding the lug height. I have to say they can't be any more than 3mm. Anyway, I would have no problem using these on most other types of terrain, and I'd be fine using these on pretty much every trail and ultra race I've done. Yeah, you can have a bit of slipping and sliding if it's muddy, but I'll take that compromise and I'll lean on some of the shoe's other features like the weight and the cushioning. Also, the Vibram Mega Grip and light base is up there with the best on wet rocks. Saying that, you do need to manage your expectations because you will slip from time to time. Up to the midsole, and this is where things get really interesting and hot up. The foam is actually split into two different types. It's a little bit denser at the bottom there than it is at the top, and you've got the 10mm drop from heel to toe. The foam is amazing. The FuelCell foam is just absolutely fantastic. You know, I love my New Balance road shoes, so I knew this foam would be awesome. You then throw in a forked carbon plate and a rocker geometry, and you just end up with a super comfortable poppy, like up on your toes fast ride. You just seem to eat the miles up. Even though the stack height is around 35mm, I don't feel unstable. I think it looks like basically the carbon plate and this lower denser foam there really help with shoe stability. The shoe sizes up just like all my other running shoes, plenty of length in the toe box. I have seen some other reviews that say they are a bit of a snug fit, but that's not my experience, and I've got small but wide feet, so I was concerned, but so far no dramas, and I have put them to the test. I've run in them pretty much every day for the past 2 weeks, building up to a 15-mile run the other day, so I'm happy with the fit. But as always, if in doubt, I'd go to your local running shop and try them on. It's the only way you are gonna know for sure. You've got this overlay which wraps all the way around. It kind of fades out there, but then it comes back in the heel. Tells you there, toe protection, just in case you weren't sure where your toes are. That's quite amusing. It is a bit stiffer, but I can't say it will offer much in terms of physical protection, and that's about it really, apart from it's a bit beefed up around the eyelets, I suppose. The rest of the upper there is just like perforated or mesh material, which offers fantastic drainage, and it should offer great breathability too, and it has been tested drainage. My goodness me, it's October, so lots of water in the UK, but it is pretty cool, so I can't really vouch for it as far as breathability is concerned. We'll know more in 6 or 7 months time. You have got some more breathability holes on the tongue, and yeah, the tongue is really slim, and I was concerned how that was going to feel when you tied your laces, but so far I've not noticed any discomfort. Also, yeah, there is a gusset on the tongue there, so the tongue itself doesn't move around. For the terrain I run on, my feet feel secure and locked in. I've not tested the shoes on really technical or steep terrain, so maybe a different story if that sounds like your trails. Saying that, I just can't think of many sketchy moments over the past 2 weeks. I've not used it yet apart from filming B-roll, but there is this little heel pull here, so yeah, if you want to just give it a bit of assist while you're pulling these on, or maybe in the winter when it's super cold and you just can't really use your fingers properly to undo your laces, maybe that will help take the shoes off. Also, yes, it's super comfortable, plenty of padding around the heel and ankle there, really comfortable. I'm really happy with that, and I can't really remember of any heel slippage too, so I'm super happy with how the foot is locked in. So it's a super shoe, so you'd hope it feels fast, and did it feel fast? Yes, 100%. The combo of the rocker design, the FuelCell foam and the carbon plate, for me, creates a super fast poppy shoe. I loved it, so much fun. Yeah, we'll talk about the grip again. Well, the size of these lugs does mean that I wouldn't use them, say, for a UK fell race on a wet day. For overseas watchers, UK fell races don't always stick to the trail, so you could be running over wet grass down the side of a pretty steep mountain. So yeah, if it's wet and you've got these shoes on, you might end up on your arse. But I don't want to dwell on that, because I wouldn't use a fell running shoe like an Innovate Mudclaw, for example, on a race like the Lakeland 100. However, if it was the Lakeland 100 tomorrow, then 100% I would have these on my feet. If you had a race tomorrow, what shoe would you be wearing? Let me know in the comments below. Do I have any issues or gripes? Yeah, that is a good point. Nothing really, well, apart from the 1.5mm I'd like to see on the lugs, but from a cost point of view, and maybe it's not fair for me to say this, but £200, $200 is a lot of money for any shoe. I don't really care if it's a super shoe or not, but saying that, I don't know anything about manufacturing costs, and there is a lot of moving parts when it comes to producing a pair of shoes, so maybe that's just what they cost. A little tip though, if you want to extend the life of your shoes, and mainly the upper, because for me at least that's where they do perish, give them a clean. Get rid of all that dirt, that sand, that water that you'll get in bogs in the UK. That really doesn't like your shoes, and if you want to extend the life, then yeah, give them a clean after days out on the trails. For me, the FuelCell SuperComp Trail is a great shoe for most occasions. Short runs, easy runs, recovery runs, weekend long runs, workouts that you might do on the trails, and even your goal race too. Could be a short race right up to a 100-miler. Yeah, I think New Balance has nailed it. And for me, you know, if I just enjoy running in the shoe and I look forward to putting it on and going out and hitting the trails, that is a great sign, and that's exactly how I feel when I see this shoe. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe, and check out the TN Trails podcast and check out Patreon too. All the links will be in the description.